Hey Fernando, sorry for the delay in getting these over to you, man. Storage issues with iCloud. So I don't have your first golf swing of our day, but if you can recall, if we looked on the right hand side, you sort of had this look at the backswing where this left knee was locked out. You kept this space between your knees, or it even increased. And the result of that is that the hips are going to stay locked this way and they're not going to turn at all. And that produces some problems with being able to get a full turn, obviously, and this on the downswing. It'll cause you to straighten your arms and not have any forward shaft lean, which is definitely needed, especially when we're hitting iron. So when we look at your results, if you look on the right-hand side, just an unbelievable amount of turn now, and that's just a result of letting this left knee kick in and allowing those shoulders to turn. And whereas before, when your arm swing finished to about right here, now we can get it, in this position without lifting up the arms. So the fact that we're doing it is great, but the fact that we're using our shoulder turn in order to do it is even better. So real good stuff there, and it really comes down to just allowing these hips to turn, letting this left knee kick in, and then that result is going to be pressure is going to feel like it's more in the right heel, and the leg feels like it's straightened up a little bit. So that's just something you can practice at home. When we look at the down the line view, our next step of what we're going to really want to work on is, now that you have this turn, and I want to just point out one thing that I caught on video, and we kind of addressed it. So this right here is your left torso, and when you're in this angle, we call that left bend. So we actually need to add a little bit more left bend. So when you practice your turn, I want you to feel like the left shoulder is pointing just outside of the golf ball. So you can see right now that it's pointing well outside of the golf ball. And that's called a flatter shoulder turn, will cause us some problems on the downswing. So just cleaning up that, I think, will help you a lot. So we've got our full turn, and we want that left shoulder down, more towards the golf ball. So, you can even put a club across your chest and just point. Instead of having it this way, we'd like to see it point more down right outside the golf ball. Okay, and I'll show you that in just a second. So that's the main work that we're going to do, Fernando, is getting your backswing in line. And then one of the things I would do is, you had a drill where we would have you come down real slow and preview impact. And when we preview impact, we had this shaft leaning a little bit more forward, and this right wrist was just in a little bit more of extension, or just that feeling that angle is being held. So if you can practice that backswing move and then work on this preview, I think you're going to be in a good spot. Just a little cleanup topic was on the left knee getting a little too far outside of the left heel, and what that's causing is a little bit of a slide stall, and then instead of forward shaft lean, we'll see the shaft kind of lean back like this. So I think the best thing to do is to practice, because in order to get as much open with your chest at impact as quickly as you can with forward shaft lean, it's going to be much easier if this leg is straight instead of this knee outside here. Okay, so putting this together, what I would do is work on, in isolation, the backswing piece at home, just working on that good turn and getting that left shoulder a little more down. And then what I would do is, from there, work on previewing it, and then you start blending it into speed. Make sure in your practice that some portion, maybe 10 golf balls, is dedicated to no thoughts and just recreating portions of these new feels, and then just letting it rip and seeing what you get.